Hello everyone, welcome to a new session of your mathematics class. Today we are going to learn a new chapter named Heron's formula. This is your chapter number 12 and in this chapter we are just learning a single formula for finding a particular area. That is the area of a given triangle. In our lower classes we have learned an equation to find area of the triangle that is given to us. Of course, triangle is a plane figure or a two-dimensional figure. So basically, let's see. Here is a triangle. We can name it as A, B, C. Then we use the equation area is equal to half times length of the base times its height. So we need these two quantities to find the area of the given triangle. If the base, what is the base here? It's clearly BC. Suppose BC is having a length of 6 centimeter. Then what else do you need? We need the height of the triangle. So height of a triangle means the maximum height the triangle has. So we can draw a line like this and we will name the bottom part as D. So AD is the height of the triangle now, and let it is suppose be 12 centimeter. Let the height be 12 centimeter and the base be 6 centimeter. Then how will you find the area? We can easily find area of triangle ABC is equal to half into base. What is the base? 6 into the height, that is 12. We can cancel this 6 and 2, so you will get it as 36 centimeter square. This is the traditional method that we have been using to find the area of any given triangle. But what if the height is not directly given to us? This equation will be very handy if we are given a right angle triangle. Suppose we have a right angle triangle with sides 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So this equation will be very helpful to find the areas of such triangles. We can immediately write area is equal to half into, what is the base? Base is 3 times the height. Height is clearly, or the altitude is 4 centimeters. So we can cancel these two. You will get the area as 6 centimeter square. This is more or less a straightforward question. But my question is, what if the height is not given to you? Before getting into that, let me say one more important thing: area of equilateral triangle. You need to, it's better to learn that equation now itself. Area of an equilateral triangle. We know what's an equilateral triangle. The triangle that has all the sides equal as well as the angles equal. Such type of triangles are called as equilateral triangle. Suppose this is the triangle being given to you. Let it be PQR, and it's already said if the triangle PQR is an equilateral triangle, all the sides will have equal length. Say some 5 meter each. So all the sides will be 5 meters. Now we cannot use the equation area is equal to half BH unless we have the height of this triangle. One way is to find or draw a perpendicular. Then this QR will be bisected. So if you put this as S, this much length will be 2.5 meter, because what happened? The total length is bisected. 5 centimeter will be split into 2.5 and 2.5. Now this will become a right angle triangle. PSQ will be a right angle triangle. We can easily find the length of PS. If you find the length of PS, what is it? It is the height of the triangle. Then we can use the equation half BH. But you can easily use an equation. You just need to learn this equation. Area is equal to root 3 by 4 A square, where A is the length of the side of the equilateral triangle. length of the equilateral triangle. Suppose the triangle given to us is having, okay, what was the length? 5 meter. Now we can easily find this length by using this formula. What is the formula? Root 3 by 4. So we can write area is equal to root 3 by 4 a square. That is root 3 by 4 times, what is it? 5 square. A is 5 here. So it is root 3 into 25 whole divided by 4, or 25 root 3 by 4 centimeter square. Isn't it easy? Yes, we can all we need to do is to just substitute the area, the length of the side in the equation. Area is equal to root 3 by 4 a square. So note it down. This is an important part. Now let's see one problem in which the height is not given to you, but all the length of the sides are given. Also, it's a scalene triangle. I hope you know what's a scalene triangle. The triangle in which all the sides are having different length. Such type of triangles are called scalene triangle. Suppose we having a length of 5 centimeter here, 3 centimeter here, 2 centimeter here. This is not a right angle triangle nor a equilateral triangle, but we are asked to find the area of this triangle. So it's relatively difficult to follow the equation area is equal to half BH. Thus we introduce a new equation called Heron's formula. Now let's see what is Heron's formula. Heron's formula is a formula created by Heron, who lived in ancient Egypt. Now let's see what Heron's formula says. If a triangle is given to you with sides A, B and C, then the area of this triangle, this area can be found using a particular equation. Root of everything under the root s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Then you might be wondering what is s. S is the semi-perimeter. We have seen what's the perimeter of a triangle. How will you find the perimeter of a triangle? We just need to add the sides a plus b plus c. That is the perimeter. Semi-perimeter means just like semicircle is the half of the circle, semi-perimeter is the half of the perimeter. That is whatever be the sum of a, b and c divided by 2. That will be the semi-perimeter denoted by small letter s. So this is the equation, just learning now itself, root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. This is called as Heron's formula. Let us try to solve a question based on Heron's formula. The question says, find the area of a triangle whose two sides are 18 cm and 10 cm and the perimeter is 42 cm. So this is the question in front of us. This is your question number 4 in exercise 12.1. So try to do before we start in the video. Let's try to solve anyway. First, what's the dimensions of the triangle given to us? The area of triangle whose sides are 18 cm and 10 cm. So let us draw our imaginary triangle. One side is given as 18 cm, next side as 10 cm. The other side is not given to us, but its given perimeter is 42 cm. So we can write perimeter is equal to 42 centimeter. How do we find perimeter? Just find the sum of the three sides, that is 10 plus 18 plus 10 plus x. Let us name this as x for time being. That will be equal to 42. Then 18 plus 10 is 28 plus x is equal to 42. Then x is found 48 minus 28, or you will get x as 14 centimeter. Now I am going to change this x. So we got the sides of the three sides of the triangle, 18 cm, 14 cm and 10 cm. Now let's try to apply Heron's formula. For writing Heron's formula, I am already writing this over here. Area is equal to root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Now we know what are s, a and b. Let's write here. A is the first side, b is the second side and c is the third side. So let's name this 10, 14 and 18. So that is 10 centimeter, 14 centimeter and 18 centimeter. So this is the three sides given to us. Now let's we need to write the semi-perimeter. So semi-perimeter is the half of the perimeter. And what is perimeter? Perimeter we don't need to find, it's already given in the question. It is 42 centimeter. So that is 42 by 2, that is equal to 21 centimeter. This is the semi-perimeter. Now, I would recommend you to find S minus A, S minus B, S minus C now itself before getting into here, or you can do from the inside also. Now let's write, that is S. S is 21. 21 into S minus A, that is 21 minus, first one A is 10, then 21 minus B is 14, then 21 minus 18. So this is the formula. Now let's simplify this one. 21 into 21 minus 10 is 11, into 21 minus 14 is 7, into 21 minus 18 is 3. Now we need to find the root of this product. You can do in two ways. First one is to multiply all the numbers inside the root, then take the root. But that is a bit mammoth task. It's a big task. So I would recommend you to split all the terms. That is, this can be written as root of 21 into root of 11 into root of 7 times root of 3. Now what you should do is that prime factorize the given numbers. This is a shortcut. This can be used. Prime factorize all the numbers. That is, you can prime factorize root of 21 as root 7 into root 3, because product of these two numbers will be root 21. I have just prime factorized it. Then you can multiply the remaining. Root 11 cannot be further factorized, so I will write it as root 11 itself. Then there is no way to prime factorize root 7. Then no factorization for 3 as well. Now if there are any like terms, that is, here is a root 7, here is another root 7. Root 7 into root 7. What is it? It is 7. Thanks to the first chapter, we have learned such an identity in the first chapter. Real numbers. Then 7 into. Now root 3 and root 3 is there, so we can write it as 3. Then root 11 is standing alone, so we will write that as well. Now we can multiply the numerals. 7 times 3 is 21 and the remaining is root 11. So we can write 7 times 3 is 21 root 11. So this is the area of the triangle. So we have found the answer. I hope this is clear for you. Let us see one more question from the same exercise. This is your question number 2. Please look at the question in your textbook and observe the figure in your question, and it's hard to draw in this board because we are too short of space. So I have written the question in different way. In that figure, you can see a highway, a flyover is there, and a triangular portion is left, just like this one. And the sides of the walls measure 122 meter, 22 meter, and 120 meter. Let's write down. The long side will be 122 meter, and other side of 22 meter, and third side as 120 meter. Now, the cost of advertising. We have seen lots of advertisements, like different companies will put advertisement in some open areas, so that the people traveling thereby will see their advertisement and they will try to buy their product. So they will try to put advertisement in such places. And what do the government will do if that's a public or a government property? The particular company, if for example, if we want to put an advertisement of Pepsi, then the Pepsi company will have to pay some money to the government. In the same way, the cost of advertising, that is, if we want to put an advertisement here, we will have to pay 5,000 rupees per meter square. For 1 meter square, this will have a particular area, right? For 1 meter square, they will have to pay rupees 5,000. Now, that's not the end of the question. A company hired, for example, this Pepsi company hired one of its walls. They hired this wall, and do they want to advertisement for whole 1 year? No, they just need to advertise for 3 months. After that, that will be removed. So how much money would the company will have to pay to the government if they want to advertise for 3 months? So there are two parts for this question. First, we will have to find the area of this space. Then if we find the area, then after that we can check which company or how much. First we find the area, then we will multiply it with the rate. But this rate is for 1 year. We don't need to multiply it for 1 year. We know 1 year is how much? 1 year is 12 months. But do we need to put the advertisement for complete 12 months? No. We need to put only 3 months. 3 months. 3 months means 3 out of 12 year. Right? That is 1 by 4 year. Remember this one now itself we will have to use in the last part of our answer. So 1 by 4 year is what? 3 months stand. Let it be here. Now let's try to find the area. Which method will we use? We will use the Heron's formula. First, what all things do we need? We need to find the A, B and C. First we will write A. What is A? A can be written as 122 meter. B is 120 meter. Then C is 22 meter. What is S? S is the sum of all these three sides. 122 plus 120 is 242. Then 242 plus 22 is 264. Then divided by 2 must be semi-perimeter, that is 132 centimeter. This is the semi-perimeter. Now we will use the equation that we know. Area is found using the equation root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So this is the equation to find the area. Then we will use the numbers that's already given to obtained by us. 132, that is S into 132 minus A. What is A? A is 122. 122 into S is again 132 minus 120. Why 120? Because B is 120. Then S minus C, that is 132 minus C is 22. So we'll write that also. Everything of course under a root. Now let's simplify. That is 132 into 132 minus 122 is 10. 132 minus 120 is 12. 132 minus 22 is 110. That's all. Now we can use many methods, but we will use the method of prime factorization to solve. I am going to run this one as well as here. Listen very carefully how it is, how to prime factorize this one. First 132 can be written as, first use the smallest prime number and divide it. So 132, how many times? 66. Again by 2 you will get 33. Then again by 3 you will get 11. So instead of 132 we can write this as, of course everything is under the root. I am going to write it as 2 into 2 into 3 into 11. Because 132 is same as 2 times 2 times 3 times 11. So instead of 132 I am going to write 2 into 3 into 11. Next 10 can be prime factorized as 2 into 5. No confusion with that. Now if there is any confusion with the prime factorization of 12, we can do that. 12 can be written as 2, then 6, again by 2, then 3. That's it. So 12 is written as 2 into 2 into 3. Now, okay, I will write it as it is 2 into 2 into 3. Then 110. Let's write the prime factorization of 110. There is no problem. The alternate way is to multiply all these big numbers, then you will get a big number, then you will have to find the root of that number. But if you follow this method, everything will be done very comfortably. So 110 can be prime factorized as 2, then 55, then by 5, then 11, 11, 1. So instead of 110, I will write 2 into 5 into 11. Everything under the root. We need this person. We will use this shortly. Then let's see what happens. 2 into 2. That is 4. That is root of 4 into 3 into 3. What is that? 9. Why I am taking the pairs? Because if we have pairs of perfect squares, then we can take the root very comfortably. I hope you understood that one. Or let's write in this way. Okay, we will follow the same method. 4 into 3 into 3 is 9. Then 11 into 11 is 121 into 2 into 2 is 4. 5 into 5 is 25 into 2 into 2 is again 4. Now you will understand why I have took this, because all these numbers are having perfect roots. So I can write root of 4. What is root of 4? It is 2 into root of 9 is 3 into root of 121 is 11 into root of 4 is again 2. Root of 25 is 5 into root of 4 is 2. Now let's simplify. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 2 into 5 is 10. 10 into 2 is 20 into 11. Now 20 into 11. What is that? 20 into 11 is 220. Now 6 into 220 is, I will write it over here. So we have got to here 6 into 20 into 11, that is 6 into what was 20 into 11? 1 3 2 0, or sorry, 20 into 11 can be multiplied 20 and 20, that is 220. We have already written there 6 into 220. What is 22 into 6? If you calculate, you will see that it is 1320 meter square. So what is this quantity? This is the area of that particular triangle. This area is 1320 meter square. And what was the cost of advertising for 1 meter square? It was 5,000 per meter square. So we need to multiply the two numbers. Total cost is, per meter square it was 5,000 times 4. What was the total area? 1320. Now, do we need to, okay, this is the cost for 1 year, but cost of how much months do we need? For 12 months. This is the cost for 12 months, but we need to find the cost of advertisement for only 3 months. So we can write for 3 months. For 3 months, or that is how many years? 1 by 4 year. That is 1 by 4 times 5,000 times 1320. Now we can cancel this 1320 by 4. We can cancel it by 3. Then the remainder will be 12. So again 3, another 0. That is 5,000 into 330 will be our answer. If you do this, then you will get some answer. 33 into 5. How many 3's are 5? 15, remainder 1. So 1650, then 3 zeros here, 1 2 3. So it's like 16,500 rupees will be the total cost of advertising there for 3 months. I hope you understood this one. There are a few more examples given in the exercise 12.1. All are very easy. It's going to be very easy. No much. There are no problems that is too difficult for you. I hope you would do it without any problem. So that's it. We will see in the next class. Thank you.